Hello again and welcome to Bullseye Squadron. Today we have 3 rounds of dogfight with limited fuel and limited weapons. Starting off with the missile selected, the infrared one. This is why you hear the high-pitched higher tone. It's annoying but effective. It usually forces the bandit to start flaring before the merge, and that's exactly what he does here. He's already using his countermeasures before we even engage. Heading west 205, I begin a shallow right turn, adding just a few degrees of pitch up to set the geometry, and I pass heading 240, we merge. He breaks left, I go with him. We are in a one-circle fight. In the second merge, I'm slightly above him. I roll inverter and try to cut across for a gunshot, but there's no joy. He stays too low and I don't get a clean solution. I reverse direction, turning right. He's turning right as well. At a heading 200, we completed the first circle. I lose sight of him, but I regain it as soon as I look to my right, around 3 o'clock my position. I start turning to the right and pulling up to try to cut again the corner and try to catch him with what is called a high yo-yo maneuver. The condensation that you can see, it's produced by the leading edge root extensions, the LERX, which are small fillets, typically roughly triangular in shape, running forward from the leading edge of the wing root to a point along the fuselage. In modern aircraft like the F-18, they induce a controlled airflow over the wing at high angles of attack, so delaying the stall and consequent loss of lift. Cruising flight is known as minimum effect. However, at high angles of attack, as you can see here, because I'm pulling as many G's as I can to try to tighten that turn, and sometimes, as you can see, I use differential thrust, just reducing the thrust on the inbound of the turn, basically the right thrust, to make sure the aircraft turns, yaws basically to the right, because at this speeds the pedals are not very effective. You can use small adjustments, but they are not very, very effective. But the throttles are very effective. There's 2 main issues now. Is first the capacity of each pilot of sustaining this high G load for so long, and the second is fuel management. Fighter jet like the F-18 burns approximately 25,000 pounds of fuel per hour per engine when in afterburner, especially at low altitudes. So in our case, we could only sustain flight for a mere 10 minutes with roughly 5,000 pounds of fuel in the tanks when the dogfight is started. So we keep turning on each other. We both staying in afterburner, managing the speed and energy and turn rate using a small pitch and throttle adjustments. Start using light rudder input. Since we are locked in a right-hand turn, it helps control pitch without bleeding too much speed. He pitches up, I do the opposite. We are encountering each other's moves, trying to force an error. The next 30 seconds of the video, I've increased the speed a little bit to avoid getting too dizzy due to the amount of turning on this dogfight. We keep turning, but the rhythm breaks down. I notice some loss of energy from his side, and I see something unexpected. I see his canopy go, he ejects, and the aircraft crashes. Most probably, on that second pass, I managed to land a short burst with the gun. Not a kill shot, but enough to cause some damage. So he stayed definitely in the fight, but he was clearly struggling. Possibly a systems issue or a flight control problem. Splash 1. On this second dogfight, I face a different problem. New enemy with fresh load and full of fuel. And in my case, I already have the advisory of low fuel on my aircraft. So this time I need to secure, and I'm going to use the missiles. I have a good position, I listen to the growl of the Sidewinder, and I shoot my first missile. As I am driven with anticipation and a bit of urgency because of the fuel, that first missile didn't hit. So at this time I need to make sure that I have the proper range. There you go. Now Fox 2. and the missile does the job. Now the biggest problem is that I don't have any more missiles, and especially I have very little fuel, 1,180 pounds, which is literally nothing. It's way below normal reserves. But as the airfield is very close by, it's just there, you can see in front of me, I can just put the thrust to idle and glide back. But there is always a but. Yeah, that freaking sound, it's a new airborne contact in my RWR. Another Sukhoi or MiG-29, as it's indicated in the early warning display. And you can see there in the little top side of my radar screen. My options are very limited, as if I connect the afterburner, I will burn the fuel in just seconds. So I'm trying to keep it just below military power, which will give me very little maneuver capability at this altitude, and specifically with an aircraft that is fully loaded and with fuel enough to sustain another 10 minutes of flight. But again, I'm gonna try my best. I'm gonna try to hit him on the first pass. And if not, I'm just gonna run back, testing all my flares and shafts in case he decides to launch a missile. So here we go for the merge. I'm trying to hit him. There's no angle. So again, I turn left towards him, entering one circle fight, trying my best on this first pass to see if I can hit him. F-18 seems to turn much better than the MiG-29 on these first passes, and I think his speed was much higher. So that's all I've got. I'm hitting and giving him everything. No luck. And especially not enough lead because of the lack of power. I'm seeing my speed is very low. So I try pull up my nose to get enough lead, but with this lack of power, I just cannot achieve the performance required. I try again, nothing, and that's it. I am gone. Again, I'm pitching down, trying to cut his circle short, and at the same time regaining some speed so I can improve the performance of the aircraft when I come out of the other side. He's turning towards me, he's defending a little bit better, and now you can see he opens up, so that's my last opportunity. Let's see if I can get him. It's a bit far away for the gun, but I'm gonna try to get it. Come on. Pull. I don't think I'm gonna be able to hit him. Come on. One last chance. Here we go. I think I hit him, but not enough. Let's try one more time. And that's it. No more ammunition for me, so I have to run. Let's see if I can make it to the runway as fast as possible, and he can forget about me. So I'm gonna try to get below his nose so he loses sight of me, possibly, and I'm gonna run as much as I can, get some speed, saving the last 240 pounds for the final adjustments on final. Whoa, he just got me. So as you can see, I've lost the screens. I have no more fuel, which also means that I have no hydraulic power. And according to the ride warning and caution advisory lights panel, I only have battery energizing the warning lights. The landing gear will not come out because I don't have hydraulic power, but still I'm going to lower the landing gear lever. I could do an emergency gear extension by rotating the landing gear lever 90 degrees and then pulling, but I'd rather keep it up for now. I'm going to try lowering the hook. And I'm going to try everything I've got to try to stop the aircraft on the runway, because as I'm gliding, I need to keep the energy quite high. I cannot start trimming the aircraft or anything like that. I just need to focus on trying to land as close as possible to the beginning of the runway, energy permitting, and hope for the best. So now I'm positioning myself to the right runway, aiming low to try to keep the energy high and not lose control of the aircraft, which is critical at this stage because the F-18, it glides like a rock basically. The great thing about this is that the aircraft is empty of fuel, so we should not have any kind of fire related to the fuel. And all these runways are prepared with arresting cables, so hopefully you're going to see one of them. There it is. Let's see if I can catch it. Nah, too much. Let's see if I can catch the next one, and I'm going to try to touch down as smooth as I can. So the first thing I'm going to do before switching all the electrical systems off is just to open the canopy to make sure I can escape in case fire suddenly for whatever other reason some fire starts. So everything seems to be fine. There's no more fire. Luckily this is not real life, it's a simulation. So I'm going to take some time to show that little button over there, silence that horrible sound of the gear. I hope you liked the video. Like and subscribe for more. Hope to see you soon again. Take care.